Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, but it has been discussed already, but I just had to put my 2 cents into it. So welcome. Let's see how much people I want to have this program on, and I hope it goes smoothly. But before I do start, I just want to say welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining me on. You're going to hear a bit of noise. That's because we have some workmen outside the door there. So, good day, everyone, again. In my video today, we're going to look at Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar preparing for an important visit to Venezuela, aiming to discuss the dragon gas field and its potential, the dragon gas deal and its potential for future energy collaboration. This visit comes amidst growing regional tension as the U.S. or United States has once again intensified its operation in the Caribbean, blasting a narco-cartel boat. And this is the fourth time. What does this mean for the future of Trinidad and Tobago, Venezuela, and the wider region? Now, we discussed some of this before, and that's before Kamla's return interview from the United States this week. So here it is. We're going to look at a clip and then we'll follow through with what it is. Okay. Okay, let's start.
I'm not stress eating, I'm bulking.
Your biggest deal went cold because you never called them back. Monday CRM prioritizes leads for you, flags risks, and makes sure you never miss an opportunity.
We do have some breaking news that we wanted to share. Secretary of
Okay, so this actually is the breaking news on the narco-cartel boats. So we could look at this one before as we started, and then we could look at the other one.
Defense Pete Hegseth is sharing this social media post just moments ago saying, quote, earlier this morning on President Trump's orders, I directed a lethal kinetic strike on a narco-trafficking vessel affiliated with designated terrorist organizations in the U.S. Southcom area of responsibility. 4 male narco-terrorists aboard the vessel were killed in the strike.
Now, this I found out while I was preparing my my reaction video that another narco cartel boat was blasted.
Strike and no U.S. forces were harmed in the operation. The strike was conducted in international waters just off the coast of Venezuela, while the vessel was transporting substantial amounts of narcotics headed to America to poison our people. Our intelligence, without a doubt, confirmed that this vessel was trafficking narcotics. The people on board were narco-terrorists, and they were operating on a known narco-trafficking transit route. These strikes will continue until the attacks on the American people are over. And part of his social media post included this, some video, apparently, of what just happened. Now, this is courtesy of Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. This is the video that he shared from his post, and you can see what appears to be a vessel exploding in flames. You can also see the word unclassified at the top of the.
Now, one of the reasons why I brought this clip in is because I'm wondering how is it going to affect the deal. I think it's just, I think what we would have to do, or what Kamla would have to do, is just take it one day at a time and making any decisions because of what is going on right now between U.S. and Venezuela.
this video. So we did want to share this with you as Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth just sharing this update. This comes as President Trump has declared drug cartels be unlawful combatants, and he says that the U.S. is now in an armed conflict with them. That is according to a Trump administration memo. So this memo appears to represent this incredible assertion where President Trump is effectively declaring that trafficking of drugs into the U.S. amounts to armed conflict requiring the use of military force. The memo said.
All right, let's stop there. So let's see how this goes. It's quite. I mean, there's nothing for me to say on this. This is just so much going on right now in the region. This is the time we're living in. This is the time that it's unpreventable right now. So it's probably going to affect the deal. Let's see what will happen. And I wanted to play Kamla's interview, which was, it's here. So let me just read this. Let's just go back here. And I hope you're hearing me. So this was reported on the Daily Express, this article, and it's written by Anna Ramdas. So, okay, it says here, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar says she stands ready to travel to Venezuela and hold negotiation talks on the drug and gas field. Speaking to the media on her return from the United States on Wednesday night at the Piarco International Airport VIP lounge, she said Trinidad and Tobago had always stood on solidarity with the people of Venezuela. The Prime Minister said the resurrection of the Dragon gas arrangement was a big win for TNT. Persad-Bissessar left Trinidad for New York on September 25th to address the United Nations General Assembly. While there, she also traveled to Washington for a meeting with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. When asked who would lead talks on the drug and gas project, the Prime Minister said she was willing to travel to Venezuela to lead negotiations with the Venezuelan government. And then she says, we have several people. We have my Minister of Foreign Affairs. We have two ministers in the Ministry of Education. And of course, you have me, she responded. This was met with applause from the ministers who packed the VIP lounge. Asked how soon talks could take place and whether she planned to fly to Venezuela, she responded, well, I have just returned, so give me a moment to breathe the oxygen in Trinidad and Tobago, and we'll take our steps forward as we go, and we will let you know what happened. And then she goes on to say, I have said and I have repeated, we are in solidarity with the people of Venezuela. And she added, as she was again applauded by the ministers. She said that the details of the OFAC license were still to be worked out. And that's a great point. So therefore, it's not written on paper just yet. They're still waiting for that OFAC license. Okay, and then she says, God is great. Persad-Bissessar said that the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs had been in touch with their counterparts in Venezuela. She disclosed that some T&T ministers had been doubtful about getting the OFAC license. And then she says, before we went, Minister Sobers and Minister of Education were very concerned. They didn't think we would get it. And I kept telling them, God is great and that we will get it. And I just didn't know when, she said. Wow, talk about fate. And then she goes on to say, to get the OFAC license, it was not easy, she said. You may think it happened overnight. It did not. In fact, from day one, when we came into office, we began work on that OFAC license. And we had discussions further with Secretary Rubio on other fields. The Lauren Manatee and the Coquina Manakin fields. So we look for further progress on these fields. So it's not for only the Dragon deal. It's also for the Lauren Manatee and the Coquina Manakin fields. So there's also other projects. So it's not just one. That's good to know. Okay, and then she goes on. She says, whatever is happening with these, and we start with the Dragon that has come alive again. Resurrected agreements have been reached, and we will resuscitated. Sorry, it's not resurrected. Resuscitated. Our agreements have been reached, and we will work the details out, and we will share them with you. So they're still waiting for the details. So when the details are out, she'll let us know. She emphasized that Venezuela, Trinidad, and Tobago, and the U.S. would all benefit from this Dragon gas agreement. And then she says, we are confident that we will be able to work it out. It may take a few more days, a little more time, but I'm confident that all partners in this, Venezuela, Trinidad and Tobago, and United States, will all benefit. So we look forward to good times. Wow. She is very positive. And then she goes on to say, questions were also put to the Prime Minister on details of the release of Rubio's office, which stated clearly that he outlined U.S. support for the government Dragon gas proposal and steps to ensure it will not provide significant benefit to the Maduro's regime. Wow. So it's not this deal is not to benefit Maduro's regime. You guys may have known this already. So whatever, I don't know how this is going to proceed, how this is, the whole procedure of it, how it's going to take. But she needs to go to Venezuela to talk to who? Not Maduro? I'm confused when it comes to that. Who's she going to visit in Venezuela? And that's kind of tricky. I would have to, she needs a lot of prayer, because I would not have gone. But anyway, that's my look at it. And then ask if she's concerned about the Venezuela agreement to such terms. Persad-Bissessar said, we take one day at a time. As I said, I am very confident that we could negotiate and work out something, because this project benefits the people of Venezuela as well. I'm thinking differently. Yes, if the Marudo regime is in place, it still has to pass through his hand. How are they going to ensure that whatever financial gain or benefit, where would it go? Not directly through his regime, unless US plan to take out Marudo, and then wow, this is a strategic move, people. If you ever played chess, I played checkers. I never played chess, but this is really a chess move. Some people may have got on to this already, but it's a chess move by the United States. Okay, let me just raise it up. Okay. And then the Prime Minister added that the Dragon Agreement could not influence the upcoming October national budget at this point, which is obvious, right? Because the budget is already planned out and made up. She said that the budget would not be announced soon. Okay, so I'll leave that there. Okay, so guys, what do you think? What do you guys think? Let me see, anybody here? It is a strategic move. The kiss of the dragon. This is like watching, what do you call this show on, I forgot the name. Anyway, so for her to go there, she's not gonna go to see Maduro. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. It's already approved by the U.S. She don't need Marudo's approval. I don't think it works like that. So, and then the other thing is, this incident just happened today or last night, this morning, where another narco boat was blasted. Let's just take another look at it again. So much noise outside, I can't even hear myself. Okay. Let's just continue taking a look at this. Let's just finish it up.
Says, quote, the president determined that the United States is in a non-international armed conflict with these designated terrorist organizations. The memo going on to say that the United States has now reached a critical point where we must force in self-defense and defense of others against the ongoing attacks by these designated terrorist organizations. So we did want to share that with you, as Secretary Hegseth is sharing this video along with a post on X saying that 4 male narco-terrorists aboard this vessel that he shared in this video were killed in this strike. No U.S. forces were harmed in the operation conducted in the international waters just off the coast of Venezuela, while the vessel was transporting substantial amounts of narcotic headed to America to poison our people. So we did want to share that with you, as Secretary Hegseth shared that to us.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is also look up for another thing. Hold on. U.S. blast narco. Okay. Oh, look at this news. So we could gonna cover this, and then I'm gonna come off. A lot of stuff is happening, people. A lot.
Great, thanks so much.
Yeah,
this
of
is-
course, yeah. Let's get settled
Oh,
up
yeah,
here and
sure.
We've got a final payment situation.
This is Eyewitness News. We are streaming on all of our platforms right now, and what you're looking at is an explosion and fire at the Chevron oil refinery in El Segundo. This occurred a little bit before about 9:45 this evening, and the El Segundo Fire Department is responding along with other fire
Who's
agencies
this?
from the South Bay. Looks like
All right. So this has nothing to do with that. So I don't wanna. Oh my gosh, I should not have done that. Let me see. That has nothing to do. Let's see if we could look at something else before we come off. Okay, so let's see if we could look at something else. So 4 were killed. Let me see if I got anything else before I come off. Trinity News. All right, I'll just leave it there. So guys, I just wanted to let you guys know that I do have a membership, so you guys could join my membership if you're interested. I have 2 sections. I think it's Illuminate Glow, and the other one is Glow Up. So these 2 sections, and there's a lot of goodies too. So when you join my membership, there's things that will be exclusive to you. It's so where you would be, for instance, the Glow team or Glow Up team would get a weekly devotional with my face on it. It's like a video devotional. And then you will have access to anything that I'm posting, early postage. So say like I have a video that I'm gonna do, I'll post it out. You'll get access to it first. Also, thinking about going on Twitch. So that's in progress. So I should have a Twitch account soon where, well, you guys should know what Twitch is. Twitch is live IRL. So it's live shooting of a person speaking, doing whatever. So it's going to be different. It's not going to be like me sitting down here. I'll be moving around, talking with you while filming myself. It'll be more like a movement. So I'll be just getting up and the camera will move with me, and I'll be moving around. So that what Twitch entertainment is. It's a social media site, and a lot of young people are on Twitch, but I'm not going for young people. I just like to experience different apps, different media sites. Okay, what next? Okay, so guys, I need your support as well to subscribe, like, and share. My thing is to get the algorithm up. This is going to be my bread and butter now. And keep me in your prayer, and also keep our Prime Minister in your prayer on her decision making and the administration as well. So, guys, have a great weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week. And who God bless, no man curse. Bye.